you hear that? See, this is what's going around me all the time, all day long, every day. Because we live on it's like a new estate, and it's still being built. You know, when we moved here, our house had just finished being building, which means just along from here, they're still building the fucking estate. So every day is. But that's just me being eccentric, you know. Whether this is interesting or funny or not, I'm gonna demonstrate my Marvel trivia. I'm good on movies, you know, movies are my specialist subject. We go to a quiz every Monday, and I'm always the one looked to for the movie questions if nobody else knows what they are. And I usually do pretty well. Made a mistake a while back, which I don't want to relive. The question was, which Stephen King film adaptation was the first one to win an Oscar? Now, I thought the question was confusing to start with, because when you say a film wins an Oscar, sort of implies it means Best Picture. But then, of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that, because then, like, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King won 11 Oscars, and they weren't all Best Picture, were they? Earliest one I could think of was The Shining, and I was convinced to the point where I didn't even question it. It was knowledge. It was facts. It was truth, as far as I was concerned, that Jack Nicholson had won an Oscar for his performance in The Shining. Turns out he didn't. So I was wrong. He did get it for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but I thought he got that too. And it turns out the first Stephen King film adaptation to win an Oscar wasn't until Misery. With Kathy Bates playing the lead character. Playing the title role. No. So there we go. And that was 1993, something like that. So it's quite late. So anyway, but the problem was, it wasn't just that I got the question wrong, it was in the final round. The final round of this particular quiz is 10 questions. If you get them all right, you get a bonus 5 points. But if you get any wrong, you what do you call it? You wipe out. You lose all your points for that round. So you can choose to leave it blank. That's not classed as a wrong answer. So that one wrong answer cost us 15 points. It cost us the quiz, basically. And of course, it cost us the first prize, which is like I think it's £25 worth of drinks vouchers. So, you know, just getting that one question wrong actually cost us 25 quid between us. So I just thought I'd relive that little nightmare. Doesn't sound like much of a nightmare, I suppose, but when you're as much into movies as I am, you know, my whole life's been about movies, writing movies, making movies. I was a professional videographer for 13 years. So, you know, it's quite important to me. And the Marvel films are kind of important to me as well, because I've mentioned these a few times. I really like them for various personal reasons. Also, the Marvel films, the one selection of movies that my kids could agree on. My daughter likes horror movies, my son really doesn't. And they're just, you know, whenever my son's not that into movies altogether, really, which is a bit disappointing for the son of a lead filmmaker. But there you go. So the Marvel films were the only films where they could actually agree, and they loved them. And we even invented a game. It's a card game. It's like Snap. We called it the Thanos Snap. And what it is, it's kind of like Snap. We had to create these cards. Each card is a character from Marvel. Then there was 3 sub characters who were associated with that character. So the way you snapped was that a character would go down, and you'd have to find one of your cards that matched that character. And the idea was that one person played Thanos, the other 2 were the good guys, and Thanos won by snapping away half of the cards, half of the deck. So these are the cards that we made, and I don't know how to open the fucking box. Right, this is an unboxing video. A very unsuccessful unboxing video. See, this goes to show, yay, there we go. So these are the cards that we made. Very, very, very low tech, obviously. Frigga, if you don't know, Frigga is the wife of Odin, mother of Thor, and obviously she's connected to Rocket. Oh yeah, because Rocket meets her in Endgame. Loki, Odin, Thor. Actually, we said 3 to start with, and then we started adding more on because we wanted to widen the game, because we created more cards. Captain Marvel connected to Nick Fury, Thanos, Black Widow, Ronan, Monica Rambeau. I thought it was that Monka. Monka what? Oh, Monica Rambeau. Captain Marvel and Black Widow. I suppose they do talk in Endgame. So there we go. Howard Stark, Iron Man, Agent Carter, Captain America. So like, if that card went down, Frigga isn't connected to her in any way. Howard Stark, no. So you have to find a card that will connect. Malekith. Oh, he has not got any on there. We also use these for different games. We'd take one card out of the pack, and then we'd have to guess who it was, and then we'd turn the cards over, and once our 3 guesses were done, we'd guess again, trying to remember which cards we'd seen, and then to turn them over again. So that was kind of a fun game. We invented all sorts of games using those cards. But what I'm going to do today, these are question cards from a Quiz Marvel. But just to prove, or at least demonstrate, that I'm not cheating, researching a card beforehand, and there's far too many here for me to have researched them, really, unless I'm incredibly sad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw them on the floor, and then I'm going to pick out 5 at random without turning the camera off, so you can see that it's totally random, okay? And then I'll go through the cards. Right, so I'm going to chuck them on the floor now. Okay, totally missed that with the camera, but never mind. Okay, pick some out at random, spread them out, and I'm going to pick that one. No, I'm not, because that was on top. That was bloody unlucky that I just happened to pick that one. Right, okay, so that one. Oh, with the answers. I put them all. Oh, I thought I'd put them all so the answers were, the questions were. It's alright because I haven't got in these glasses I can't read the answers this close up. Okay, I'm not looking. See, this is me not looking. Right, okay, so that one, what's that one? Captain America Civil War. That one. Each card is obviously, well, not each card's a different film, but each card is a specific film. Infinity War. This is me not looking. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, whoops. Age of Ultron, and one more. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Oh, I'm not so familiar with that one. So there we go. Okay, let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The question is, show off my knowledge. I have to get just the right distance to be able to read these. Which Ravager, oh, for fuck's sake, couldn't speak. Which Ravager does Rocket tease about his ferocious name? That is Taserface. A very amusing moment in that film. What type of power does Mantis possess? She can feel people's emotions by touching them. I don't know what that is. Is that like tactile empathy? Something like that? Tactile empathy? And she can also inspire emotions in people by touching them as well. What are Rocket and Groot charged with? Oh, charged with guarding when the Milano crash land on... That must be a planet. I can't quite read what that says. Burhurt. I cannot quite see. The writing on here is just too small. I can make out most of the words if I already know what they are. Burhurt. Well, there we go. Oh dear, my knowledge isn't going quite so well on this one. Rocket and Groot charged with guarding when the Milano crash lands on. Charged with guarding? Is it what or who? Oh, who are Rocket and Groot charged with guarding when the Milano crash lands? Who? I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. Who? Bollocks! I don't know that. I could guess. Is it one of the Guardians? Because I was thinking maybe it's Star-Lord, but that's in part 3 where at the start he's kind of a drunk and a bit out of control and they need to look after him. What does Mantis sense when she touches Peter Quill? Love. Romantic love. That he's in love with Gamora. Which group has a flame as their symbol? Shit. This was supposed to be me showing off my Marvel knowledge. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is probably the one I know the least. I've seen it maybe 3 times. Balls! Which group? The different Ravagers have different group names, don't they? I think that's based on the comics to some extent. I'm going to have to pass on that. So what have we got? Taserface. She's a powerful empath. Oh, empath, yeah. Who helps Ego to sleep, yeah. Nebula. They're charged with guarding Nebula. Oh, of course, because Nebula's not with them at this point, is she? She's come to kill Gamora and they're keeping an eye on her. Right, okay. No feelings. Oh, his feelings for Gamora, like I said. Oh, the Ravagers. Oh, for God's sake. I could have guessed the Ravagers. I thought it was something more specific than that. Age of Ultron. Right, 5 out of 5 here, I bet you. Who helps Tony Stark create the Ultron program? Bruce Banner. What does Ultron conclude must be done to protect the Earth? How does he put it? Make the Avengers extinct, or kill the Avengers, anyway. What nickname does Pietro Maximoff go by? Quicksilver. What nickname does Wanda Maximoff go by? Oh, well, that's an interesting question, because she's not really named the Scarlet Witch until WandaVision. I guess it's Scarlet Witch. Could they just call her Wanda up until that point? Which of the Maximoff twins is older? Pietro or Wanda? Pietro, 12 seconds or 12 minutes older than her, or something like that, or 2 minutes older, because she mentions it. He mentions it when she's trying to tell him what to do. Bruce Banner, yeah. Destroy humanity. Right, yeah. The Avengers first and then humanity. Alright, okay. So I wasn't really wrong there. Quicksilver, yes, Scarlet Witch. And Pietro. Okay. Captain America Civil War. Ra-ba-da-ba-da! In which New York borough does Peter Parker live? He's Queens. I always get it mixed up. There's Captain America and Peter Parker. One's from Queens, one's from Brooklyn. I always get them mixed up. Queens. I'm pretty sure Captain America's Brooklyn. What is the name of Peter Parker's aunt? Aunt May. What the fuck happened there? I did not zoom in. What kind of institute does Tony Stark announce September 5 Foundation grant? University, wasn't it? I don't know, actually. I just sort of assumed it was. Yeah, because it's full of students. What reason does Peter Parker give Tony Stark for not being able to go to Germany? He has homework. Who inadvertently causes James Rhodes' suit to malfunction, leading to his injury? Oh, Vision. It's Vision's blast that hits him, but I think Vision shoots the blast, but it's Falcon dodging it that causes it to hit. What's his name? Let's see. Oh, it's Vision. Queens, May, University. He has homework to do. Vision. 5 out of 5. Thor. Who is Loki's true father? Laufey. In which realm was Loki born? The Frost. Oh bollocks! What's it called though? Somethingheim. Frostyheim. Name 2 of the 4 people who accompany Thor and Loki to Jotunheim. Oh, Jotunheim is the answer to the previous question. That's a bit weird. Having that in the next question. 2 of the 4 people. Oh bollocks! Okay, there's the Lady Sif and then the Warriors 3. I can never remember their fucking names. But one of them is played by Josh Dallas in this film. He's played by someone else in the next one. Bollocks! I can't remember their names. What creature protects the casket from the Frost Giant's attack? Oh, that great big thing. Oh, that's not fair. Some of these questions, I think they're not even mentioned in the movie. You're just expected to know them from the comics and the legacy and stuff. But I don't know what that fucking thing's called. Who helps the Frost Giants to infiltrate Asgard during Thor's coronation? Loki. So, the Destroyer. Oh, let's read that again. Protects the casket from the Frost Giant's attack. Is it the Destroyer? Oh, right, okay. I thought the Destroyer was the thing that comes to Earth at the end of Thor. Maybe it's the same thing, and I just never noticed that. Okay. So it's Laufey, Jotunheim even, Sif, Volstagg, Fandral, and Hogan. Okay, final card. Infinity War. Oh, yes, I've seen this 1,000,000,007 times, so I will definitely get all of these right. How does Thanos recover the 6th Infinity Stone after it has been destroyed by Scarlet Witch? He uses the Time Stone to turn back time and bring Vision back to life, and thus undestroying the Mind Stone, and then he takes it out of his head. Who is the only surviving Guardian of the Galaxy after Thanos' snap? Nebula. From which planet does Thanos hail? Titan. Who is the last person to battle Thanos before his snap? Well, it's got to be Thor. Yeah. As Thor throws the axe Stormbreaker into his chest, and he says, "You should have gone for the head." And then he snaps his finger, so it's definitely Thor. Who does Thanos have a vision of after he snaps? Oh, it's Gamora as a child. Gamora as the child she was when they met, when he adopted her. Okay, let's see. Using the Time Stone, Rocket. What was that question? Now! Yeah, Rocket's right. I'd forgotten about Rocket. But is Nebula not one of the Guardians at that point? Interesting. Thanos is definitely from Titan. Thor, yeah, last one to battle Thanos. And Gamora. Gamma rays. Whoa, gamma rays. And she's green, like the Hulk. Wonder if that's got to be a coincidence. That can't be. That's too tenuous to actually be deliberate. Right then, so that's it. Impressed? No.